Hey guys, so it is time to transition my garden from summer crops to fall, and I'm only planting one thing this fall. I'm going to plant some beets so I can make pickled beets at the end of the season. Last year I planted one of my raised beds with beets and I got about 6 jars, and this year I'm trying to do as many of my beds as possible. It's kind of hard. I have some irrigation issues for keeping everything moist, but we'll work through those. I'll flip it around, show you guys what it looks like at the end of this summer season and what I've already done for the beets. Alright, so this is the first bed that I planted with beets earlier. I had these sunflowers here that were blooming. I'm going to pull these out today and maybe plant that half with beets as well. These were the beets that I'd planted, I don't know, a couple weeks ago maybe. They didn't do great, but we'll give it a go again. These are my dahlias. I have a candlelight here. This one's candlelight. That one's okay. My favorite by far so far this year is labyrinth. This is labyrinth. I'm gonna try to get as many tubers saved when it freezes here as possible. This flower is really nice. And these are my ghost peppers. The one in the back, the tallest one there, is Carolina Reaper. I'm going to be trimming all these back and getting that bed ready for beets as well. I already pulled all the habaneros, let them dry out so I can put them in my trash can. This bed here was planted full of beets and nothing really came up. I don't know if it was because I didn't plant them deep enough so that they would stay moist, but this one was kind of a colossal failure. This one was planted yesterday, I believe, or the day before. Alright, so here is my cayenne plant. I'll pull all these cayennes off and save those. I'll get as many of these Carolina Reapers as I can. You can kind of see that there's some here. This ghost pepper was cut back on this side and it's already sprouting again, but all these will be coming out. So yeah, I'll go ahead, start cleaning up all this, and then show you the finished product. Alright, little update on where we're at. I've got about, I guess, half of them trimmed out. I had to come in on this side and start cutting the big branches out. That was the Carolina Reaper plant here. The stalks ended up being probably an inch in diameter. They got way too big. I'm gonna have to do something different next year. And then you can see all the branches we pulled out. That was all Carolina Reaper. If you come over here and look at the ghost peppers, I think we had a few this year. It was insane. Once the weather calmed down a little bit, they went bananas. So I'll keep on keeping on, and we'll see what we end up with. Alright, the bed's been ripped out. I ended up pulling a few of the branches off at the base. So I'll show you guys me just pulling out the root systems of each plant. I think there was only 6 or 7. So I'll flip the camera around, show you guys that. Then we're going to get to watering it a little bit, making the sprinkler adjustments, and then we'll plant beets in this big bed. Alright, that's it. All right, that's it to clean out the bed. I'm gonna go through, tidy it up a little bit, go grab the beet seeds, make the rows, and then we'll plant it and put the sprinkler on. So yeah. All right, I've already made 2 of the trenches, and I'll show you guys my strategy or my method to plant these seeds. All right, nothing fancy, just how I do it. Hopefully it works. The soil's pretty dry just because I had it on the drip tubing while I had my pepper plants in there. I wasn't watering the whole bed, so pretty dry, but it should be fine once I turn the sprayers back on for these seeds. So I'll finish this up, get the seeds planted, and give you guys an update. All right, we did 4 rows in a 4x8 bed. So I'm gonna go through and sprinkle all the seeds into the little valleys. Then we'll go through with that rake I just showed you guys, and we'll just cover them up, turn the sprinklers back on, and let it rip. So all right, so that's about it. I go pretty heavy on the seed. I probably put way too many than I should, but I'll thin them out if I need to be about 1 to 3 every 3 inches or so. Let them group up a little bit. High density planting, but I don't know, we'll see. All right, these sprinklers are on. Let me go open up the valves. All right, we got pretty lucky. All the valves look like they're working. That one works pretty good. This one's doing good. The only place I'm not getting is this corner here. It's probably because this one's a little off balance. Yeah, a little off balance, I guess. But that'll be good enough. That'll get the majority of it. This bed's doing pretty good. This one I need to work on with the water. That's supposed to be a 4-foot circle in there, 360 degrees, but it doesn't really work. I think it's all clogged up. This one does well, and then the one in the back does pretty well. So I just need to fix this first one. We'll let this go for probably 5 to 10 minutes. Let the bed we just messed around with soak down and get about 1 inch of water on there, so, or at least to a depth of 1 inch. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll give you guys an update on how that bed does with how densely I planted it. If anything comes up, if nothing comes up, we'll see. I'm hoping for a pretty good crop this year. I'd like 1 or 2 dozen jars of pickled beets at the end. That's kind of the goal. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.